Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for the second episode of Scrap Mechanic Survival. As promised, in between the episodes I got myself organized a little bit. We have this mega secure card box wall, then I collected all of the scrap metals that I could find, sorted it out. I also got all of the random junk in this corner. There's a little bit of piping stuff. I built myself 2 chests with all the blocks. We have the seat corner here. There are all the components and the electronics with a bunch of random boxes and parts from the first car. We're well organized, but we're still doing pretty poorly. And the first problem I want to tackle is the lack of gas we have in the beginning. So what I want to do is get myself started with a car that is capable of transporting me and maybe a couple of chests securely across the landscape without using fuel, and more importantly without using up my hunger and thirst meter. Did I just see I think I just saw a robot there. Hang on. Yep, there we go. I got my water ready for you. I'm gonna need more and more component. No, did I just miss? Oh my gosh. Well, in that case, we have more buckets ready, no problemo. Let's not miss this time, thank you very much. We need to hit this guy 5 times. By the way, whenever I think of it, I'm gonna lighten up the footage during the night in editing. Before we can call ourselves a builder, I'm gonna need these 2 tools, the paint tool and the weld tool. So a whole bunch of components, but there's also this metal block that I'm gonna need. Ember, and what the heck is this? Can we craft that as well? Ah, of course, that's just basic water. You get this from your water bucket without actually using up the bucket. So we should go ahead and craft some of those. As for the ember, we have plenty in here, and the metal blocks, I think I still have to craft them. Let me check. Yeah, we can craft those easily, though it's using up our scrap pretty quickly. Since it's daytime and the machine is crafting, I'm gonna make my way to the ocean. In the ocean, with your buckets in your inventory, you can just select them and they're gonna automatically fill up. But more importantly, in the ocean, there are a couple of things you might want to collect, namely clams and oil. So whenever you see a clam like this, just give it a good smacking and pick up the glue clam. Also, these guys can just be picked up from quite a distance actually. And those are gonna provide the oil. Oh crap, I'm starving again. Didn't think of that. Of course, I didn't take any food with me. I'll be right back. Whenever you die, a handy thing is your bag gets marked on the map, so you can make your way over there and claim your stuff back. Hello buddy, I got something for you. Oh, this never gets old. Oh yeah, one thing I noticed, the distance things stop to work is incredibly short, so that's why this machine is still crafting. As soon as I went away, it froze. But there we go, we can craft metal blocks times 20. No, we're missing the water, so let's craft 2 more of those. Et voila, so only 4 more circuits and 5 components, which I have stored over here. Man, these components, they go away quickly, let me tell you that. But finally, the weld tool is being crafted. I think we can wait with the paint tool just for a little bit. What I wanted to mention is the ammo that you use for the paint tool is right here, the paint ammo that you get from flowers. These flowers are all over the place and you actually get a lot of them, so the paint is really easy to get, just as a side note. Also here you can see the glue is a very important component in a lot of crafting recipes, and that's why we got the clams. And if you really want to go with gas, you can craft that from the oil we also gathered in the lake or the ocean. Okay, nice. The weld tool is going to be pretty handy. Let me actually rearrange that. So this is going to take that place, you go away. Okay, what's next? As far as I know, there are 2 types of engines that you can build without gasolines. Well, there's also the electric engine, but apart from that, you can have a controller-powered engine, or you can have a piston-powered engine. The piston engine is way more expensive, so we're gonna go with the controller. We're gonna need 2 controllers to make this work. So 6 glue, 2 components, 10 circuits. Holy cow. Let's just grab this all. I'm also gonna need the glue, thank you. 1 and... No! Do I really need... Wait, do I not have enough glue? No, you're killing me! In this case, I'm gonna eat a little snack and we're gonna go clam hunting once more. Oh, hello buddy, hello. Don't really want to fight you here. Okay, come at me bro. Now, I strongly hope these clams and oil spots are actually respawning over time, otherwise you have to go further and further, but I think it's reasonable to assume they are respawning. Alrighty, back we are. We can craft plenty of glue, let's just queue that up. We can also craft some more water. Let's hope we have all the materials now. Controller number 2, come to Papa. We're also gonna need lots of bearings. I already have 6 bearings. We're definitely gonna need at least 10 or so. Let's go with 10 and see if we need more after that. Another thing I definitely want to craft is a driver's saddle. This actually centers with a 3-block layout, while the driver's seat centers with a 4-block layout. Oh, darn it. Now I have to figure out what this material is. Maybe we can actually see it in the list here. Maybe we get those from the cows. Alrighty, we are back. I had to travel around a little bit in order to find the cotton. That's the thing we're missing. Right over there you can see that light. That is actually the branch of the mechanic's garage. Now, I think to a certain degree the terrain is randomly generated, so you might not be able to find a autumn forest like mine in the same area, but it essentially is just, you know, a little more orange. Also, the grassy part of it is more orange. And the plants look as follows. So they are actually plentiful as soon as the... Holy shit, okay, no. I did not expect that. I just meant to say there are plenty of flowers around, just like with the normal flowers, but you have to find the right type of forest. Now I wonder, how aggressive are you? Because you're protecting a bunch of the flowers I'm after. Actually, quite a few. Let's see, I mean, we can sprint, right? Hello? Maybe he's not even aggressive. I'm not sure I want to mess with it. I mean, there's plenty of cotton to take. Okay, I'm gonna collect some more cotton and I'm gonna meet you right back at the garage. Alrighty, we're back at the base, ready to build the car. I already prepared a bunch of the materials, as you can see, especially the wheels, the seat. I also crafted a bed, since we collected so much cotton, it wasn't a problem. Actually, for the wheels you require beeswax. I'm gonna show you where to get that in a minute as well. Last but not least, I want to upgrade my workbench one more time, so I can craft even more things at a time. I believe upgrading it one more time is gonna allow me to craft things in a loop, as long as I provide the materials. Alright then, let's get things started by making the front axle first. I'm just gonna expand this a little bit. This is gonna be removed in the end. Right here is where we're gonna start with our first block. So imagine this is the center of it all. Let's actually grab a bunch of pipes. I have the wheels here, and here I have all my pipes. I want to start with a corner pipe going out from here. Then we're gonna grab our first bearing. That's gonna go right there. Next up, we need a T-junction looking into this direction, and I believe this is why you need the welding tool. I'm actually not 100% sure. We're gonna take a closer look at the welding tool in the future. Next up, we want to attach a bearing, pipe, bearing, pipe, another bearing, and I think this is where we are gonna set up the wheel, so that's probably far enough. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Bearing, pipe, bearing, pipe, bearing, and wheel. Now let's see, do we have something like a long pipe? Yeah, that looks, yeah, small long pipe, that's exactly what we need. Let's craft 2 and see where it gets us. Looking at the size, we are gonna need at least 3, but look at this crafting animation, it just has to be adored. So what I would like to achieve is a pipe right here, another pipe. This is the length of the vehicle basically. So we're gonna take our weld tool, click on this face, click on that face, and there we go. It's now hooked up together. Looking at this, it might be a bit narrow. Maybe we're just gonna add an additional bearing. So one more pipe, one more bearing, and then the wheel. So we expand it just a bit and make it wider at the back. I want to warn you, I managed to destroy a couple of my materials with the hammer. Don't freaking hammer your stuff. The general idea of this specific motorless design is that you control all of these bearings using a controller, and the middle bearing right here is going to be used in order to set the entire vehicle into reverse. And I just realized if we turn the entire axle around, it's going to push against this middle rod, so we might want to put this down one more block. Even if the face you want is facing to the ground, there's a specific sweet spot to pick it up. Beautiful, now the wheels should be able to turn around. Of course, in order to go into reverse. As for the front axle, we want to take another T-junction and go into both directions. We probably want to go out at least 1 block. Let's go out 1 more, so going out 2 blocks, then we are going down. We need to make sure we have the capability to turn the vehicle. So that's why we set up a bearing right there. Take a pipe to go out. Is this low enough? This is 1 block higher. I think we might want to go down in order to keep the vehicle level. So go out right here, bearing right there, and then last but not least, the wheel. One more thing we could do now is make a bunch of attachment points. For instance, I probably want to exchange this with a pipe that also points up. The same thing right here. This should be a T-junction pointing up and then maybe something in the center. Let's break this apart. And then if we can, we put this on the lift. Yes, indeed. We put a T-junction right here. We're gonna take that thing and weld it right there. Easy peasy. I just love the building mechanics of this game. Nice, there's actually a 4-way pipe. Man, this game. I can perfectly use that here. Now, I'm not sure if everything is welded together. Yeah, that's what I thought. But we can fix that, no problemo. To finish the functionality of our frame, we might want to go ahead and attach the controllers now. Let me do that maybe in the center here. Now I'm just gonna fill up the 3 center pieces in a long strip, and in the front we're gonna add the seat. In our case it's the saddle, so it fits the 3-block design. In the back I wanna leave some space for cargo. For the chest we need a bunch of glue and the metal blocks. So let's maybe create some metal blocks so we already have those. Crap, I just noticed one of my bearings got destroyed in the process. Okay, that is actually a really harsh realization. If you break a block with a bearing attached, the bearing is going to be destroyed. So of course right here where we are going down from the T-junction, that's where I'm going to set up another bearing so I can go into reverse. Let me check out those controllers quickly. We only have 1 slot, so I'm going to need a whole bunch of upgrade modules. Do I still have some? No. Okay, that means we need to go and hunt for more robots. Well, it's all going to be worth it in the end. We have a vehicle with infinite reach. Anyways, this first controller here in the front is just going to be responsible to put stuff into reverse. Yeah, let's put that right there. The direction really doesn't matter, and we also don't have to upgrade the controller. However, the other controller we have to upgrade a couple of times because we want to hook it up to all of these bearings. Let's make sure we set up the steering. So that's what we're going to do here. Is this right? No, it's just the other way around. So you go and you go. Yeah, that feels right. I'm sure nobody realized that I forgot one long pipe right there. That's more like it. A long vehicle with cargo space and a space for my sleeping bag. Okay, nice. I am back after grinding a little bit. Well, grinding is exaggerated. All I did was take down 1 single tower. However, it gave me enough components in order to start upgrading my controller right here. And I already did that 3 times. We are about to upgrade it 1 more time in order to get the necessary 8 connections. We have 4 bearings on either side, so 8 connections is the perfect amount. Let's go ahead and start hooking these up. I'm gonna hook them up from the left to the right, but it completely doesn't matter. Now I want to make sure they are all pointing in the forward direction. For instance, these guys are all wrong. Okay, now that we have that, we want to look into the controller. Well, let's make it as fast as possible. We want to enable the loop option, and the second setting should be 1 entire turn. So it's basically going from the first setting to the second setting, 360 degrees, and then it's going to do it in a loop. Therefore, it's just going to keep on spinning. The second controller's second setting should be 180 because we want to be able to turn the wheels around in order to go into reverse. Let's see, I should have a switch. Yeah, there we go. There is the switch. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just pick it up, man. I know, looks like this guy is trapped somehow. There we go. I'm gonna put the gear switch right there. And this guy's gonna be controlled by the seat, of course. The switch itself is going to control the front controller that is going to control the turning of the wheels. Well, I mean the going backwards. Now we could go with either another button or a switch, and I think for convenience I'm going to go for a switch. We even have enough components. Nice. Oh, I just saw as I put this together I forgot to expand this again. We might have a slight problem with the turning of the wheels. Actually, we could already check that. Let's turn that on. Can we turn it? Well, I mean, that's kind of excusable. Anyways, the second switch is gonna go right here. This switch is gonna control this controller, and it's gonna be controlled from the seat. So if we hop into the seat, now the second switch is gonna enable the controller controlling the wheels. Alright, I would imagine the balance isn't quite well yet, but let's go ahead and hop inside. We wanna turn on that. Okay, that already works, but let's turn around. Maybe we wanna make this a bit faster. And then we can also go backwards and we can also steer. That's good. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, maybe don't do that. Let's try this again. We're going forward. Okay, are we gonna pick up on pace? I don't think so. Let me quickly check. Did we put the speed? Okay, we might wanna get this controller upgraded one more time in order to gain more speed. But this guy here, as a level 1 controller, is probably already at the maximum. Yeah, I mean, it's using no gas. Who am I to complain? Okay, I came to the conclusion everything is alright. What we need is to upgrade this controller to the maximum so we can add one more bearing, because you can see if you watch closely, each additional bearing is turning slightly faster. Okay, I just have a little problem here. Wait for me! Thankfully, it is not too fast just yet. But check out the bearings. The further on the outside they are, the faster they turn. So if we get one more bearing in the joint, we might be able to get the sprinting speed. I'm also going to make sure to upgrade the outside a bit so it is presentable. One moment, sir. I was just explaining something. Jeez, I hate when I get interrupted. Oh, there it is. I found it. Was it driving away? What's going on? It's still driving. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. Oh, thank you so much, Billboard. I'm gonna catch you guys once this thing is faster and also looks presentable. Oh guys, let me tell you, I'm having a blast in this game. Let me present you with the final result of my Explorer truck. Don't say anything. I mean, it doesn't look like much. It's literally scrap mechanic. I just took everything that I had and I tried to make something nifty out of it. It's still the same thing that we built together. There are actually also 2 chests on board, as you can see, and plenty of cargo space. So I just wanted to make a little truck out of it, like a typical work vehicle or so. Anyways, let's test it out. You can see there is now an additional bearing. So that means I upgraded the controller to the maximum and it was actually worth it. Let's speed it up. There we go. We're actually even doing a wheelie. Now, this is the top current speed and it is actually pretty good in handling itself. Now, this is definitely faster than the Farmbots. It is of course not faster than a regular engine, for instance, but it's gonna get us places, that's for sure. The turn radius with the truck is pretty crappy, but if you turn off the switch and on in the right moment, you can get pretty good results. You can also brake rather quickly. Man, the inventory management is real. I'll have to think of something better. I'm actually too lazy to do it right now. I have 2 completely empty chests on the vehicle. We've been working for it, we deserved it. Now I just want to go ahead and actually visit the starting area. This feels so good. Oh, I didn't even show you. Wait. Let me out of here. Right here in the back, you can actually see I have my bed. And if I look in the right angle, I can use the bed, and there we go. My respawn point has been saved. So wherever this vehicle is, I'm gonna respawn. Oh no! Oh crap! Darn it! Oh please, a tree, anything! Hit a tree! Hit a stone! Yeah, okay, stop! I really have to get used to the button thing. Maybe I should make a button out of it instead of a switch. Yeah, doesn't feel like I improved my situation right now. However, there's always the lift that can save you. Can we make it up here? This is the ultimate stress test. I didn't even have time to finish that sentence. Did you see the lights and the grill, by the way? I love that. And also the window. Wait, I have to deal with this guy. I figured out fighting a lot of these that if you move back in the right moment, they have a hard time hitting you. If you run back constantly, they will find a window to hit you. That's what I thought. Going back towards the starting area reveals a lot of chests. No, this is bad. Come back to me. Don't do anything to my vehicle. Okay, I guess we get to test the respawning mechanism, but look at all these chests. Oh, this is paradise. Can I grab that? Come on, refine before you die. You can do it. No, okay. But there we go. We have respawned in the truck. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Well, that's something else. Smack. boing, swoosh, bing, plop, ka-ching. That was a pretty good haul, I have to admit. But it is about that time to wrap up today's episode. I achieved what I wanted to achieve, and that is an exploration / cargo vessel with unlimited reach. Not necessarily the fastest, but it's gonna get us wherever we need to go. The hardest part about this was obviously upgrading the controller. I just love just exiting this car is the best thing. Can we run over the cow? No, she's okay. Let me tell you guys, this is so much better than walking. I mean, even though we're not necessarily faster than sprinting, it's definitely more relaxed this way, and I'm not using up my hunger and thirst bars. Alright guys, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.